Hi, Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Liz.
And I'm Shellie, and we're the Antique Needleworkers. This is a channel about cross-stitch and all of our crafty endeavors, and we're here to meet with you today, friends. So, hi, how you doing?
Hi. We're a week late. Sorry about that.
That was my fault.
No, it's not her fault. Life happens.
I got sick.
She did get very sick, actually. She got very sick, and I had a lot going on last week, too, so it actually ended up being a blessing in disguise. So
yeah.
We both just needed a week off to rest. So we're coming at you a week later, but that's okay. Yeah. That is a-okay. How are you feeling, friend? She's still not 100%, guys.
I feel a lot better. I'm totally inhaler dependent.
I know she is.
If I cough, please excuse me.
Or random wheezes from her over here. I'll just pass my inhaler.
I sounded like a smoker.
Yeah.
Just such lung stuff. Anyway, I'm here and I'm alive, and I wanted to say it was so sweet. One of our Flosstube friends, her name is Mish. Mish, she messaged me last night on Instagram and said, "Hey, I noticed that I haven't seen you two girls, commenting and stuff like that. Is everything okay?" And I was like, "I've been sick." So thanks, Mish, for checking on us. That was so sweet of you.
Jan called me this week too. She was like, "I'm just checking in." She was like, usually you girls videoed last Friday and I didn't see one, so I'm assuming one of you is probably sick. I was like, yeah. She was like, "I could comment, but I'll just call you." I know. She was like, "I figured something was wrong. I just want to make sure you guys are okay."
Yeah. So thanks, friends. Thanks for noticing. That was awful sweet of you.
Yes.
So what's going on with you, Liz?
Oh, well, my life was kind of like a whirlwind blur. When I got back from 10 days being gone from Utah to come home to our daughter and granddaughter were there with us from Tennessee. And then they were with us for 2.5 weeks. Blessing, but oh my gosh.
18 months old? 18?
19 months old.
19 months old.
19 months old. And so I loved it. I would not trade it for anything in the world, but you're
a mother across many spheres. She's a mother and has a teenager at home.
Yes.
She's a mother with 2 daughters out of the home.
Yes.
And one of them has a child.
Yes.
And so you get home from a whirlwind tour of Utah and have babies climbing up the cabinet.
Yes. Yeah, it was I think I said, I don't remember. It might have been Tim because he had to leave town before they left to go home. And so he asked how it went. And I said, well, they left at 5:30 in the morning. Lexi wanted to miss traffic in Cincinnati and Louisville and stuff. And so I was like, they left at 5:30 in the morning. And I said, I stood on the driveway and I cried, both sad that they were leaving and relieved that I would have some downtime to just breathe for a minute.
All of our Flosstube friends completely understand.
Yeah, I know. And of course, I miss them. That was not the issue. But yeah, I had just not had any time since I got home from Utah to just breathe for a second. So once they left, because hardly any stitching got done in Utah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had grand plans of what I was going to do, but that didn't happen. It never happens when you go on trips, does it?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Well,
it depends on what type of
true.
Trip it is.
That's true.
But you were home having to see family and do lots of things in a concise amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, because all my family's there, but then we also live there, so we have a lot of very good friends, so I was trying to juggle all of that. But needless to say, I didn't get a lot of stitching done in Utah, and then I came home, and Avery, my granddaughter, loved it. She lit up when she saw me go to her my stitching chair where I always sit and stitch, but not because, the minute I sat down, it's like she just knew, like, everything. She'll come running from the other room and, of course, want to sit on my lap and then want to grab everything that she shouldn't be grabbing and knock things on the floor. Always go for the scissors, always go for the needles. And so I didn't get any stitching done hardly while they were there. So when Shellie ended up not feeling well last week, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. I have like a week. I have a week to do nothing but stitch and make up for like the last 3.5 weeks where I've done nothing. Actually, almost a month. But yeah, so I got a lot of stitching done in the last week and a half. So
all the Liz's grandma name is Birdie. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Although Birdie misses Avery.
Oh my gosh, so much.
It was kind of nice not having to worry about being stabbed by your own scissors.
Oh, yes. I don't know how she always found them. Always found those without a doubt. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I miss her. So, but I'll get to see her next. Oh, it is almost next month. Yeah. I get to see her in May. So, yeah.
Well, we're going to be going down to an event, and it's right there by
it's right in Clarksville.
Yeah, where
where my daughter lives. So
I get to see Avery.
You do get to finally meet her, little stinker. She's this age is so much fun where they finally start talking and they're interacting and their personalities are really starting to come out. Oh yeah. I mean, they're little stinkers. This is the open every drawer and every cabinet, and anything she can get her hands on goes in her mouth or ends up on the floor. And so, yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Fun.
And how was Tennessee, Fred? I know.
I love Tennessee. Oh, I hiked and just visited all my favorite antique shops and really enjoyed some time. I love the electric scooter.
Oh, yes.
That was a lot of fun. We got home, though, and I was watching a documentary on some of the trails, and I was like, oh, is it time to go back? I mean, I just got home. I want to go back right now. I want to go hiking again. So I really, really enjoyed it. And you'll see I got some fun things. The funny thing is, normally you walk in and it looks like a store on my side, and I was good.
I know.
I was good. I did go shopping, but I was good. So, but I had a good time. We saw some beautiful cars, had some wonderful food, and breathed some beautiful mountain air, and I had a wonderful time.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, it was fun.
You need those breaks where you can just
veg.
Yeah. Yes. But the scenery there just kind of adds a little extra something special to it.
I know. The only thing that was missing is the Dixie Darling is closed.
Yes.
But I literally rode my bike to the Dixie Darling, even though I know it's closed and I've been told that, and all of our people have blah blah blah. I drove down there anyway because I was like, I want to believe it when I see it. And so I drove down there on my bike with my daughter-in-law. And when I got back, I said, here's the thing, Jerry. I think that you need to buy the Dixie Darling for me and Liz, and we'll just move down here. Let's move. And then I was like, no, I don't think so. We don't want to
What was Jerry's response to that?
Well, he's a consummate businessman.
Yes, I know.
Those are like, oh, do you got a business plan?
I know. We immediately go into Jerry serious business mode here.
Yeah. Oh no, if I talk business with my husband, I've never ever stated, but we own businesses and multiple businesses, and my husband is just amazing. And so when I talk to him about anything, he's like, "Do you have a business plan?" And what? Well, listen. If you came and talked to me, maybe this is, and I'm just like, no, I can't do that. But it's fun to talk about.
Of course, it's fun to talk about. Yeah,
especially when you are hypnotically in the mountains, and
I know.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It is.
The mountains were calling. I had to go.
Yep. We have lived a lot of places, from upstate New York to Reno, Nevada, and everything in between. And the one place Tim said I would probably move back to would be East Tennessee. We loved living in East Tennessee. He said it's the best growing climate and best soil down there. So he's an avid gardener. But yeah, the people. Oh my! It's almost.
There's nothing like Southern hospitality.
You know you've been in the North too long, like when you go down and like random people just start talking to you in the grocery store and the drive-thrus, and you're kind of like taken back and you're like, why is this person talking to me? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I mean, I love it. I feel like I'm amongst my people. Tim, my husband, who was born and raised in upstate New York, is completely just he is like, why are you talking? Like, he does not like it at all. It unnerves him. He does not like it. He does not understand how I can have a 10-minute conversation in the checkout line
about bubblegum.
Yes, at the grocery store when we go down to Tennessee to visit. And he's like, what could you possibly have to say to that person? You do not even know them. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I made a comment that I was excited to be back because I had missed getting whatever product it was I was getting. He was like, oh, do you not live here? I said, no, I don't. I live in Cincinnati, but I used to live here. He's like, oh, well, what took you to Cincinnati? And then the next thing you know, it's 10 minutes later. And
heck yeah.
I know.
Women
I know.
We're women. We could talk about anything.
I know. So I do. There is nothing like the people, and I mean, they know your whole life story in a matter of minutes, and so I love that.
I feel like I'm visiting my grandma.
I know,
I had a consummate Southern grandmother, and I miss her.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sirs. All those things. I know. Yes. I do. Yes. It's a great place.
Can I get you some sweet tea?
Well, they know how to do real sweet tea down there.
Oh, well, I have been trained by the best.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so here we are.
Hi. We're back.
That's our little recap for you guys. What's been going on?
That's right. Do you want to do the giveaway from last time?
Do you want to do that right now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So did we just do these two last time? We just did these two, right? Okay. I can't even remember, you guys. It's been a while. So we had two giveaways from last video. The first one was from Mojo, right? Is that how we say it? I always want to say Mojo. It's Mojo. Mojo Stitches, her newest one, the Humble Sampler. This one is just so gorgeous, guys. I love, oh, I don't want to get a glare. There you go. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sampler. Yeah, I do really like that. The Humble Sampler, Harriet Turner, 1868. So the keyword for this one was humble, and our winner is Robin, R-O-B-I-N, Blair, B-L-A-I-R, Robin Blair. If you will email us, the email will be in the description box down below. Our Antique Needleworkers email. That's the easiest way, and get us your information. We will get that out to you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Robin. And then the second one was for one of the charts I had picked up at the Shepherd's Bush, which was Hive. I love this one too. And we're in that season. It's springtime. The keyword for this one was Hive. And the winner for this one was Karen Brasher. B-R-A-S-H-E-R. Brasher. Karen Brasher.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, both of you guys. So Karen, same thing. Just email us at our email in the description box below.
And we have one little piece of housekeeping. This bag was in Threadbed was from the video before last. And last video we called the name for it. And I haven't heard from the person who won it. Her name is Elizabeth Booth. Elizabeth, you won the Gamma's treasure bag. So if you will get with us, we will get that right out to you. It's Elizabeth with a Z, and it's B-O-O-T-H. And if we don't hear from you by next video, we're going to have to re-pull that. But Elizabeth, get with us because we'd love to give you your beautiful bag.
Okay. I know it's the Baltimore line. We both love that one.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay.
So you want to do whips?
I didn't know where we were going to start. Yes, we can start wherever you want to start, friends.
Okay.
With
just our whips. Oh, that bag is so beautiful, Liz. You got threads? No, go figure.
I know.
Look at her beautiful bag. Look at that fabric.
How pretty.
Isn't that so pretty?
I love it's like little, almost looks like little chicken feet.
So pretty.
In there. It's cute. It's one of my Rika bags. All right. Are you wanting me to go first?
You can go first. Yep.
Okay. Well, let me pull out the ones that are actual whips. You know, because we're professionals over here, and I had everything all ready to go. Nope. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh. And, oh, yeah. Okay. Whips. Take a drink real quick.
Okay. 'Tis the season to be
Allergies, I'm dying.
And totally nasally.
My eyes, my throat, everything. So, I worked some on my Ladies Quaker by Jardin Privé. Is that how you say it?
Jardin Privé.
I think so. So, I think I had told you guys when I showed this that maybe I didn't. Maybe I said it in my head. Who knows these days? But I think I did. I didn't know that I was going to do the alphabet.
Yeah, you did say that.
Okay. I decided not to do the alphabet. And here's what works out. On the lady and the gentleman one, they have like 3 letters here where they start the ABC. And so it just so happens that I'm Liz and my husband's Tim. We're both 3-letter words. Well, technically I'm Elizabeth, but Liz. And so I just decided, since I was doing these for us anyways, that I'm going to put Liz and Tim on ours instead of the ABC. The lady obviously has my name. And then once I get to the gentleman one, then we'll do Tim.
Oh, I love that.
So I got...
Oh, Liz, that's perfect.
So this will be the bottom. Like, this is how small this is going to be.
It.
So this, I put in my name. Oh, yeah, you still can see my hoop. Sorry, guys. And I did this Quaker down there. But this is as big as it's going to be, because this is the top Quaker, and then this will be the bottom Quaker. So it's not going to be very big at all. And then I put my name in there. I just absolutely love this. So this is on 46 Fawn by Lakeside Linens. And it's so much fun to stitch. It really is.
So pretty.
I actually really, really enjoy stitching this. So anyways, I decided once I was stitching it and I got to that's what I was going to do. So I'll put our names in it, and I'll put Tim's in his. It just looks like it's a lot bigger, but it's really not going to be. No. Well, I guess without the alphabet, but even with the alphabet, it wouldn't probably be that big. So I love stitching Quakers.
Oh, yeah. I think we've made that abundantly clear, haven't we?
This one is just a lot of fun to stitch. Now I'm not, these kind of flowers are not my favorite, but it's all right. I'll push through it.
Which ones?
This.
Oh, okay.
Because it just has a lot of fiddly lines.
No,
I like symmetrical. That's what I love most about Quakers. Yeah, easy.
Hey, listen, at our age,
I'm lazy, people. What can I
say? No, once you pop up over the 40 line, you're like, yep. Easy.
Well, yeah, because, with this, it's just harder to make continuous. You have to kind of stop, and I don't like that.
Start. I'm always looking to see how long I can take that thread.
Yes.
Without having to cut it,
Yep. Right. So, yeah, I worked on that one a little bit. So that's my first
Beautiful,
one.
Liz.
Second one I worked on was my Sweet Scissor Mat by Lottie Da. This was one of her Nashville releases this year that I love so much. And this is on 40 Count Overcast by Cedar River Linens. And
oh, look, you've got the border almost done.
Almost. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm out of practice, clearly. Not that I was ever good at this to begin with, but there we go. So I was stitching the border. You can see I kind of went down there. I kind of went down on the bottom, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm bored with this border. So I went and I stitched a couple alphabets just to see what it looks like. I hope that color. There we go. Now you can kind of see that pink color, which is sanguine. No, it's not. It's pink sand. I lied. It's pink sand.
But they're beautiful.
I'm actually stitching called for. I can actually look at the back and know what color it is.
Wow.
Because these colors are just so gorgeous. Blackboard and pink sand, both weeks. So it's just, I absolutely love those. And I don't mind the border, but I just kind of wanted to stitch a couple alphabets. So anyways.
Pretty.
Yeah, this one is very simplistic, but
oh,
that's why I love it.
Simple is beautiful.
I know.
Understated is elegant, don't you think?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so. So there's that one that I worked on.
Let me be your Brenda.
Oh, thank you so much. Next one I worked on was, actually I started this. This isn't even this is a new whip. Was that a new whip too? I don't even remember.
No.
So I got this when I was in Utah at Shepherd's Bush, and it is the Cereal Bowl Series Sampler Lesson 3. That's all it says. Just Sampler Lesson 3 in this. And I love this one, so I had to start this one. And this is on...
Oh my goodness.
What is this on? This is on 46 Affogato by Fiber on a Whip. Oh,
that is so pretty, Liz.
And so I got that started. So this half is done. This half is done. Now I've just got to work on the hive. And that half over there. This one, and yes, I did switch the colors on this. Shocking, I know. Well, yeah, actually... Yeah, I did. I can look at it and see. So this one is a lot of fun. And I love stitching any kind of hive or bee scap, but
so
little ladies.
Pretty.
Oh, actually, I need to do her flower right there. It's one of these flowers.
So
and then that
pretty.
side. I know.
Look at those tiny little strawberries.
I know. This one oh, there's a little bee that goes right there.
It's so pretty.
I'm not quite done with that side, but close. I just had to start this. I wanted to start this.
Home.
I am. I just had to start this because this one is just so much fun to stitch on. So yeah, that's that one. Plum Street Cereal Bowl Collection Lesson 3.
Very pretty.
Okay, last. There's a story to this.
No, we know
I've learned
story.
I've learned a painful lesson.
Uh-oh.
No, you don't know this. I haven't told you this.
Oh, does it regard like 1/1 or something? Oh my.
So, you guys know this was my first Shepherd's Bush stocking that I was doing. I got it. My stepmom got it when I was in Utah, and I decided I was doing mine on 46 because it was going to be an ornament. Instead of stitching on the big stocking, my stepmom was doing the actual full-size stocking. Now, because this is my first stocking, I'm giving myself grace in this situation after I was nauseated and so upset and called my stepmom, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, here it comes.
So sorry. And she's so good. I just love her so much. She's so good, and we've already figured out a way to fix hers. But mine, I was like, I'm not even doing that because it's not even a full-size stocking. So I can't really show you this because it's the chart, but I will show Shellie. And if you guys have seen a Shepherd's Bush chart, then you will kind of know. Word to the wise, when you're stitching a Shepherd's Bush stocking, make sure that your start is actually down at the bottom and not up at the top corner.
You're going to cut the toe off. Oh, my Lanta.
So I got
top right corner start.
I'm a top left girl.
Me too.
I'm always a top left girl. So I wasn't even thinking. I was not even thinking.
Oh,
and by the time I realized what I had done, I was too far into it. So my stocking, I can't show you the chart, but there's 3 little houses right down here at the bottom. Those aren't going to exist in my stocking.
Oh my, let's see the painful lesson.
So I can show Shellie, and if you look, so these,
yeah,
this right here is getting cut off. So my toe's just going to come down, and I have enough to round it. So I'll still be able to round my toe at the bottom, but I'm just missing a few houses No one's going to know, but
No.
I'll know. But yeah, so, because I started
Oh,
too far
look
over.
at him and that sheep.
I started
Look at
too
the
far.
sheep.
I know.
Oh,
It looks
I
so.
love 'em.
I
Oh,
know.
and speaking of sheep, I was cracking up laughing. Did you watch Missy and Kathy?
I did watch Missy. I was going to talk about them. Yes.
Missy says, "Oh, Shellie got all upset over Liz and those."
Oh, she did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because I do love sheep.
I
No,
know,
really
and I
don't.
stand by what I said, because the Bible tells
Jesus
us
will find
Jesus
those
will go
lost
find
sheep.
the lost sheep. I'm not worried about that.
I really wasn't kerfluffed, but
I
you
know it was funny because I was
how
thinking.
dare you take out a sheep, Missy? You had me cracking up. You were like,
I was watching them and I was thinking to myself, because I hate the heat. I hate it. I am not a summer girl. I am miserable in the summer. Menopause reeks its ugly head. But I've always hated the heat. But I really, and it's not even the heat. Because when I lived in Utah and Nevada, it was totally different. It's the humidity that I hate.
Yeah, dry heat's different.
Yes, it is. And it was still hot out there, but at least you weren't like sweating buckets, feeling nasty the minute you walk outside. And like, it's the humidity that I hate. And I kept thinking to myself, especially as they were talking, and then I have to tell you, Missy and Kathy, you crushed all my hopes, because I thought, man, I just need to move to like Maine, where it's like cold all the time. And then I would just be so much happier. Or like Upper Dakotas, or I don't even know.
Want to be a Mainer.
I do. And then they go and tell their weather report, and it was almost literally exactly the same as here in Ohio. And I was like,
You just broke her heart,
I
girl.
know. I think Kathy was talking about how she had like 2 feet of snow in her backyard, and then it was like all melted, and it was like 70 or what. And I'm like, oh, well, that's what it is here. So that does me no good. I guess I just need to move back out west.
Misty, I will forgive her for leaving out the sheep. I will.
I know. I am going to start it, and I'm going to tell you guys, the sheep aren't all going to be in there, but it's okay.
Well, and I decided that when I stitch it, I'm not doing that church in that color. I'm going to use wood rose.
Ooh. Oh, I'm not using wood rose, but I am changing the color of my church palette.
It's just a little too pink for me.
Just going to tell you that ahead of time, but not.
Look at this gorgeousness,
shocking.
people. Back to the stocking.
Here we are. Here is my stocking on 46 Prairie Grass by Seraphim. And it wasn't until I got down here, and then I started looking at the chart, and I was like, oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh. Those houses are not going to fit, because I'm going to run out of room over here. So I have measured it out in the chart here. You can see this sheep, and I've measured out these houses in the little tree right here. But there's a tree and 2 houses. It's gone. Can't fit. It won't fit in my toe. But I can come down here to these houses, and I still have enough to round this toe. So it's just going to come down to the sheep, to these houses, and it's just going to kind of round right here. I can still do all of that. But yeah, that was not pleasant.
Oh, that is just
I was so upset.
Beautiful.
I was so upset with that. But the stocking's coming along really good and quick, and
I think it's so neat.
I love it.
It's so tiny.
Oh, I love it. So those houses are going to go like right here. So yeah, it's going to be just like a little
stubby toe.
No, I'm hoping to round it a little bit more than that.
You should be able to.
I don't really like the stubby toe.
Even if you get it up.
Because this is as far over as the houses are going to go. So I have this much space left to round it.
Because you could go all the way up to the serging when you do your trimming.
And I even thought, so this is what, so Moni, my stepmom, we're going to do one of 2 things we've talked about with her. So she's either going to cut off the excess that's left on this side of hers and then stitch it together, because it's in the toe. So it's going to look like she just has a...
That's a great idea.
Do you know what I'm talking... What's it called in the toe where you do those X's and it kind of connects the...
Are you talking about the Kitchener stitch in the toe?
You know, like how in the heel and in the toe, they sometimes have those bigger...
That's where you're Kitchenering them together. It's your decrease. Well, you may be talking about the decrease on the side of the toe. and the stitches
sometimes
show
it's in
more.
different colors.
Yeah. That's just the decrease, where the decrease is, where the toe is one color and the heel is another color.
Yeah, but it like connects, so it almost looks like I can't think of the word right now.
It's a decrease.
Can't think of the word. So she's either going to do that, or she's going to cut off those, and she's just going to do like a wool toe stitch onto it when she finishes it.
That's a great idea.
Since it is a stocking. So, and she actually, she's a seamstress, and she can sew really well. So she hasn't done it in a while. She actually made Lexi's stocking when Lexi was first born, and then she said, "This is too much work," so she gave up on the rest of the curriculum.
Sewing a stocking?
No, she did a whole, like, what's it called? The Busilla ones or whatever, the whole applique stockings.
Oh, okay.
Do you know those old, the stockings I'm talking about, the wool ones, the wool felt ones, and it had the sequins and all the other stuff? B-U-S or B-U-C-I.
Busilla.
Yeah, whatever that is. They're a lot of work. They are a lot of work. Yeah. But Lexi was the first grandchild.
I thought you were just, Moni, no disrespect, I apologize. I thought you were just saying that it was too much work to sew the stocking. I was going to say, oh my gosh, it's at Christmas.
Oh, no.
I probably make 150 stockings at Christmas every year.
No, all the applique stuff.
Yes,
all the applique stuff.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean to sound
Oh, no.
brash.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm sorry.
She knows me and loves me. Trust me. You're nothing compared to what she deals with me most of the time. So anyways, that's my little shepherd's bush stocking. I love my sheep. Oh, he turned out so cute.
I love your sheep too.
I know.
Look at that stitches in the middle. I love it.
So yeah, anyways, that was my last whip, and that has a story. Lesson learned. And so Moni's so funny. She was just like, I actually really love this, and I think I'm going to go do one for myself. So she's going to go back up to Shepherd's Bush and get the kit. She said, except mine will be done right.
She really converted her.
It's like, yeah, give Dad the janky one, and you take the one that's done the way it's supposed to. Oh, my poor Dad, he doesn't care. So
he'll never notice. He's a man.
He won't know.
He's a man. He won't notice.
Nope. So there you go. Those are my whips for right now.
Okay, well, I will show you my book of days. This is my book of days. I love all the pretty flowers, of course. So that's my book of days. I got I tried to find it because I wanted to credit the person who they've either Facebook messaged me or Instagram messaged me or sent us an email, and I dug and I couldn't find it. But let's talk about sheep. Missy, I'm going to talk about sheep again. But I got a message from a viewer who said, Shellie, you love sheep so much and you keep sheep so much. I want to suggest this pattern to you, and it's actually a 4-part series by Jardin Privé, and it's called Histories des Moutons, which I looked it up. That means sheep stories, which made me like it even better.
Serious? Is that really what it means?
It translates sheep stories.
That's fantastic.
And
what a great name.
But there's 4 charts, and they create...
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so it's not just, they're 4 separate charts. I thought you were saying this was like 4 different parts to it. Okay.
No, this is part 1. But this is the chart that I'm talking about. This is part 1 of Histories des Moutons, which is sheep stories in French. But this is what it looks like when you put them all together. I'll show you the other charts.
Oh, now I see.
Okay, so this is chart 1, and this is chart 2. Look at those little counting sheep jumping the fence. And then number 3.
Number 4 is my favorite.
Me too, because it's me sitting and spinning it. Their wool. Look at her.
And it has hives.
Yeah, it's got bees, and it's got her sitting out here with her spinning wheel.
I absolutely love that one.
Yeah, so I'm not leaving any sheep out. I'm just teasing. This is fun. This is fun.
Yes, I will never live that down, probably.
No, I won't live it down. I'm the criminal. But so I was able to finish the corner of it.
Oh, yay. Look at that little fat hat guy. I love it.
It looks my
He's a wide one. I love it.
my sheep out back, my fella, he looks like this, but it's got a little bluebird too. Do you see that right there? Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm stitching this.
I have never seen this before.
I never saw it. And you know what? I wish I could have found that message so I could properly thank our viewer. Thank you. I love it. I love it. Yes, I do love sheep. Yeah, and this is on 36 count vintage country mocha, and it'll be about this big when it's done. I cut and serged it. So it will be an undertaking, but I really love it. I'm a shepherdess. I need sheep stories on my wall. So I thank you so much for encouraging me on that. You were absolutely correct. I loved it. And so I was actually in Tennessee when I got the message. And so I hopped on, and everything, including the threads, it was waiting for me when I got home. So I was able to get right to it. And that was number 1. And the next one is the Scarlet House Berry Bird by Tanya Brockmeyer. And
is that an older one? Oh.
I am doing this on 36 count Confederate Gray. And I've got this far. I love those berries. They are so pretty. The eye, though, I must say,
I don't know if I've seen this one.
It's pretty popular.
Is it?
I can't show you, but this eye, look at this, how you've got to do dit, 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 and then the over ones right here, dit, dit, dit. But when I got it done.
Oh, the white in between there.
Well,
is that what you're talking about? The
no,
white in between the lines there?
It's 4 stitches, and it's 4 stitches, and you do over one in the center corners. Then there's these little divots that come down, and then you go around it with a back stitch. And I was so insecure about this eye that I almost did a Smyrna and counted it a day. But I got it done, and it looks good.
Oh, yeah. Now I see what you're, now I see what you're talking about.
But look at her berries.
They're beautiful.
I love them.
I love stitching strawberries. And that's another thing I love stitching.
Me too. And I have a clock that I'm going to finish this in.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
Yeah. Called for colors. The called for fabric was Patriots Brew, but I bought this as a kit, and it came with 36 count Confederate Gray. So that is that. And then Lisa Smith, calling Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher. Oh, I wanted so bad to stitch this when I saw her stitch this, and I can't take my hands off of it now.
Lisa.
I showed my kit, Every Opening Flower by Brenda Gervais.
Shelly and I had a conversation about this yesterday.
I absolutely cannot keep my hands off of this.
I love it when I get a project like that.
Oh, I absolutely.
Oh my gosh!
I told you. I mean, didn't I say?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yes.
When you look at a chart, you can look at a chart.
I wanted to see them in person, though.
This is on 36 count Winter Brew. But would you take a look at that?
Look at that.
That Quaker border.
Mm-hmm. That blue.
Oh, Mountain Mist. I can't. Mm-hmm. Oh, I literally could not keep my hands off of this. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move to, is the bee skep right here in this motif.
That would be my favorite.
But I'm taking this to Amana with me.
I love it so much.
Because I want to hug Lisa when I see her and I'm stitching on it.
I think because when we were talking about this, you were talking about the border. I was like, do you mean the ball trees? And she was like, what? I was like, I don't know how else to describe them. That's what it looks like to me.
She's talking about this. She was talking to me and I was like, you just don't understand. I love this border. And she's like, those ball trees? And I was like, what? You've got to be kidding me. What did you say?
I did.
Oh.
I love the blue, though. I love just the pattern of that. And I certainly love Mountain Mist.
And she was looking at a picture. I was like, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. And of course, she saw my kit, and I showed you my kit last time. But until you lay it down on the linen, Oh my god. Do you understand?
It's that repetitive border. Yes, I do.
I love that.
I completely understand it because it reminded me because I loved stitching that border.
Yes.
Like there's something, it's similar.
This lacy border.
Yeah,
right
the
here.
lacy one down there. I loved stitching that outside the black, which kind of, it's similar where you connected on the other side, but mine's just like if I stitched the outside of that.
I did squares.
Yeah, and so this is like not a full square, but I love it. I love it.
Isn't it beautiful? Thank you, Lisa, for showing it to me.
Seeing that in person, like you have to really see it in person to do it justice because
I love it. And
it's even more beautiful
it's
when
stunning.
you're looking at it.
And I used the called for colors, except for I talked about buying this kit from, now we're going to talk about this because I got 7,000 questions about it. Gary and Michelle.
I know, there was so many questions about this.
There were comments, emails, messages, texts.
Lots of messages.
Gary and Michelle Rudy own Farm Girl Dry Goods. And
which used to be Farm Girl Loves Goats. And then her account got hacked and then she changed it to the whole Farm Girl Dry Goods.
Yeah. But Michelle Rudy and Gary, I love their kits. And they did switch because of, they switched a couple colors, but it was so wonderful because it came with this little legend and they told you that for supply reasons that they had to make a difference. And then the other thing is it called for Queen.
Oh, and she switched it to my favorite bee scab color, which is Bee's Knees.
Queen Bee and Bee's Knees. And the dye lot of Bee's Knees was indistinguishable from Ye Olde Gold in the kit, so I felt like Queen Bee was better representative. I thought, wow, thanks for doing all the thinking, guys. Love you. So I am very thrilled with the kit. Just came with everything. Beautiful. Let's pet thread.
Why not?
But so anyway, it came with everything. Look at the pretty waxer and what they had done, and for good reason. And I thought, wow, that's great, because I would rather them think about that for me, and then I get it and say, oh, that's indistinguishable. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And for everybody who wanted to know who Michelle and Gary were, Farm Girl Dry Goods.
That's their website, farmgirldrygoods.com.
Yeah. And I'll put their website down below too. And they have kits intermittently. It's not like...
Not for everything.
Not for everything. And if you get in there and you put in their search bar kits, whatever they've got available, but their kits are curated fantastic. Bravo, people. Love you. So those are my whips. And
good.
All right. So do you want to do finishes and fully finishes?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I have 2 finishes. I actually have 1 fully finish, but it's at Keepsakes at the moment. I have not picked it up. Which I'll take a picture of it before I give it away because it's my retreat piece. And I actually called Shellie when she was in Tennessee because I was in the antique store. Now, naive little Liz would not have even known what this was. I don't smoke. I've never smoked in my life. I would have had no idea what this item was had it not had a tag on it to tell me. I would have just thought it was some kind of little case, maybe for cards, like business cards. It was actually a cigarette case. A metal one, but it was in beautiful condition, and it opens up, and it had 2 kind of like spring clasp or spring things in it. I don't know. Yep, hinges. There we go. And so I finished my Wilhelmina, and that's what I should have showed you guys, but they have it. So I'll just have to take a picture of it. I did finish my Wilhelmina. I added some more flowers. I added in the date to it, and it turned out so good. And I found this thing so Barbara and Susan are doing their magic on it to make it work.
She called me and said, help me.
I know.
Is this an idea? I'm like, that's a great idea.
I didn't know what to. Oh, and
you could put a pair of scissors in
I actually
there,
have Shelley's tart because I thought I was going to do it in the tart. But then I don't know. I wanted something different, but I just didn't know what I wanted. So I was really just aimlessly wandering around the antique store, just hoping and praying I found some inspiration. And I did. So it all worked out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will take pictures of it before we give it away. So I can, or actually I can probably show you guys on the car ride when we go there. Because I'll have it.
Yes.
But yeah, so anyways, that was my first one. And then I finished 2 other things. Oh, that's thread. Okay, finally finished my needfuls, guys.
Oh, I love
finally.
it. Look at that.
Finally. So here it is done now. This is Scarlet House Needfuls, and I stitched the coverlet down there. I've got plans to stitch a few other things from this chart.
Love it.
I just love them so much. So this was done on 18 count milk and honey. Yeah, 18 count milk and honey.
Fiber on a whim.
Fiber on a whim. So I finally finished that one. So it's completed, and I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I kind of have an idea, but we'll get to that. And then the other thing I finally finished, I finally finished my Mender Maker, because Shellie finished it a couple videos ago, but you know, slacker over here. I don't know. I squirreled on other things. So I did finally finish my Mender Maker. It's a Brenda Gervais pattern. So
oh, it's beautiful.
I changed a couple things in it, but yeah.
It's beautiful.
I'll have to stand up.
Bravo.
Short arms, people. I got short arms. Little T-Rex arms. So there was actually supposed to be another flower thing right here, but I just didn't feel like stitching it. Again, fiddly leaves.
It's your stitching. Stitch it
My
how you
thing.
want to.
So I just did another little Quaker star right there. And I did do my initials up there, but I added in those hearts, and I added, what else did I add in here? Oh yeah, and I didn't do that border there. I put hearts down there. I added in an extra bird over here, this little blue bird down there. I don't know, so I kind of just filled in things where I needed to fill in things, but it is finally done, and I absolutely love it.
Beautiful.
I don't know how I'm gonna finish it. How are you finishing yours?
I'm framing mine, and I meant to take it to the framer, and it's sitting right across the room on the ironing board. It's sitting right there.
Oh,
I put it on the back of my recliner.
Yeah.
And you know, and sat it there, and I've just been so busy going about that my intentions to run it straight to the framer, it didn't happen. But I am framing it.
yeah. So I really love this.
I'm
a lot.
literally putting it right out there. It's not going to my sewing room. It's going into the main house, and because I want to see it. It's pretty.
No, I do. I love it.
I love it.
Oh, and this was on. Oh no.
That's 46.
It's 46. This is on. This is a seraphim.
It was a seraphim, but I can't remember. I forget too, but I remember.
You know what? I said it in another video. I'll probably
Scroll
have
back.
to go. I may have to figure.
Circle back.
When I first started this, maybe one of our first videos, and probably one of our first videos, I said this because that's when we started it.
Yeah.
So I know it's seraphim and I know it's 46, but
Very pretty.
all done. All done. And that. Oh, this is for something else. But yeah. So those are my three. Technically, I had 3, but like I said, the ones at keepsakes, and then these were my other 2 finishes.
Very good.
That's
Beautiful.
it, guys. That's
Beautiful.
it.
Well,
Okay.
I again was in Tennessee, and I saw
yes.
Susan from Sweet Wing Studio posted one of someone had finished one of her charts, and it's called Bless and Keep, and it says the Lord bless and keep you. And I went on Susan's Etsy shop, and I was like, where's that chart? So I messaged her, and she said, Shellie, that it was promised to shops only. And so I was like, okay. So anyway, but I did get it, and I did finish it. And I changed.
You whipped that out quick, huh?
I changed every color except for 2. I kept.
Look at that! Oh, look at you changing all the colors over there.
Well, it was a very bright purple, and this color that
I
was...
highly encourage that.
Yes, you do. I kept it within the same theme, but I primmed it down a little bit.
You know what? That's totally okay. And I know Susan doesn't mind at all to make
She
it your
doesn't.
own.
And so I messaged her, like I said, to find out everything. So if you want to stitch Sweet Wings Studio, Bless and Keep, contact your local local LNS. I believe that Keepsakes has Sweet Wings. Yeah, they do. They do have Sweet Wings Studio. So even if they don't have it in stock, they can get it for you. So, but I just love this, and I want to put this. Susan said, I can't wait to see how you finish it, and yeah, me too, because I want to frame it, but I'm like, do I want to do something more creative? I don't know, but I do want to put
it. Surprise for all of us.
I want to put it in the living room on the big table, I think, because or someplace. I'd like it to be where people would commune when they came to visit.
That's like a 4x6 size.
Yeah. This is on 36.
Like a photo. Like it's like you may even be able to find a frame to pop that into.
No, I'll frame it myself if I frame it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna kind of.
I'm
gonna ruminate on it. I'm gonna ruminate.
Okay. I get what you're saying now. Yes.
You know, and I had some ideas, which you'll see in my purchases.
Okay.
Where I had a kind of an idea, but I'm not so sure.
Are you talking about the big coffee table in the family room?
In the living room, yeah.
Yeah.
So there or in the entryway, someplace. I want that blessing set out for when company comes.
Yeah.
So that is my finish, but then I have a fully finish. Do
you have yours? Yeah, because you're finishing yours.
I fully finished it. This is
you did fully finish it? Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
I have had it hidden because I didn't want you to see it. This is Count Twice by Plum Street Samplers, and this is my retreat piece for next week when we go to Amana. And I know people keep it a secret, but you know what? You all want to see our stuff.
Yes.
So be my guest.
Had I gone to Keepsakes, I would have had mine to show you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, Shellie.
Do you think that's
Oh my gosh.
You're dying to know what I did.
Oh, I love it so much.
I had talked about doing a stitching mat with a handmade pin cushion.
I love that.
That's what I did.
Oh, you guys, look at that. Oh.
This is a Joe Morton Civil War reproduction, and this is an accompanying fabric. And I made this little pin cushion. The idea, I just put this together myself. I didn't have a pattern, but Tammy Black from Scattered Seed Sampler, she has a stitcher's mat, and that's where I got the idea to do this. So whoever gets this pin cushion is filled with wool from my sheep. And this was a leftover piece of ribbon from something from Liz. And these little tortoiseshell rings to hang for thread hangers. And I just quilted it and made a little stitcher's mat. So this is my retreat piece. Can you see those?
I am so in love with this.
Now, of course, I have made some handmade gifts to go with this.
Of course, yes.
But this is, I just didn't want to make a pillow. Do you like it?
I absolutely adore it.
Do you think it's going to go over?
And I am going to be taking a chapter out of Susan Coates' book on how to end up with the thing that you want in a white elephant. She is the master at it, and she has tried to teach me her ways. I am going to be I'm going to be using her tutelage to try and snag.
You like it then, really?
I am in love with it.
Oh, good. And
I'm in love with it. I think that fabric is perfect for that.
It's the Joe Morton Civil War. But I used all the call for colors, and this was 40 count Weeks Dye Works parchment. I meant to say that. So I
love everything about it.
I hope y'all can see those pretty tortoiseshell rings, thread rings.
It's gorgeous.
Yep.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Thank you. So I'm ready. All I have to do is wrap now. So, but I was dying that I hid it under that pattern.
I didn't know she'd finished it.
Yeah, I finished it. So very excited.
Love it. Whoever ends up with that is going to love that.
Well,
love it.
Oh, what Sherry Award? She's part of our stitch group. She was cracking me up. She said something about next week when we're at retreat, and she's like, "Yep, I'm gonna be sitting right next to you." You know, so.
I'm a formidable opponent, Sherry, so watch out.
Oh, goodness.
I love you, Sherry, but yeah, I will fight you for that.
Oh, so let's go over some haul here.
Sorry. I know, I needed to put in a little cough thing too, so both of us are over here like, yeah, I know. But we couldn't wait another week, guys, so you're getting what you get today.
Well, and we couldn't wait another week because
we'll
next
be gone.
week we're going to Amana to the Farm Girl Dry Goods Retreat. And as we promised, we are going to produce a video while we're out there because there is no way we're going to be there with all of our fun friends and all of your Flosstube friends and not produce something for you. There's no way. I've already mounted the car cam clamp onto the rear view mirror so that we could do footage in the car and everything. So
I will let you take this. Excuse me for a moment. I'm not being rude, but I need to add money to my son's lunch account real quick.
Oh. A mother must
We're
do
just
what a
going to
mother
keep
must
rolling
do.
on through this, guys. Excuse me for a second.
As many of you have seen on social media, the Carry Keepers for the Carry Keeper Club have hit the street.
Yes, I haven't even seen this yet.
And I did call Carrie, or I messaged Carrie, excuse me. And I said, Carrie, I'm filming tomorrow. Is it all right if I show it? And she said, absolutely. So, but I want to tell you, if you have a Carry Keeper Club coming to you and you don't want to see this, move on by. But because I'm going to open and I'm going to show you what's in the box. So Carrie really outdid herself this month. This is what it looks when you open it up. And then inside of it, you get this lovely sheet, and it tells you all the details of the people who are in here, the items that she has curated together for you. And so this is from James River Chocolate Company. This is Blue Ridge Bark. We got chocolate, people. And I'm on a diet, but I'm eating this chocolate on my way to Amana. And she had,
Okay, done.
okay.
Son has lunch money now. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm fully invested.
Okay. And so we got,
Oh my gosh.
okay, we got chocolate. And then we got a handmade needle minder by a Sewer's Best from O Little Wren. And a sticker, which is going to go on my train case.
That.
I'm Mod Podging. I am getting the train case ready to go for next week. Then some Jasmine Blossom tea was in here, and I love this.
This I love.
Look at this bag. I have an embroidery machine, and I'm telling you, this is neat. These were made just for us, for the Keeper Club. And
Look at the Tilda buttons.
Tilda buttons.
Oh my gosh.
The
No,
buttons
I think they
hit
were
the
stuck
floor.
to the outside of it.
Okay, you saw the Tilda buttons. They are on the floor. But so this, which is wonderful, I'm taking this to retreat. And she had sent me a message after our last video because she's like, oh, I can't tell you, but guess what? You're so going to love the material that you get in your Keeper Club.
Oh my goodness.
She did it with Tilda.
Oh,
Isn't
look at that.
this beautiful? All done in Tilda fabric.
I am in love with
All
that.
in Carry Keeping, but it's not, it's demure. It's not as bright. It's a little more primmy. It's a little more primmy.
Harry. Oh, I love the primmy look of that.
You outdid yourself. You
rubbing off on you.
did an exquisite job, Carrie.
I am
I would-
absolutely in love. I think I need to be in Carrie's Keeper
You
Club.
need to get in the Keeper Club. This is so worth the money. She curates the funnest stuff. And I mean,
This is so cool.
this is super, super cool. This could not have come at a better time. It got me all ready for retreat before I left. And so, yeah, that's the Keeper Club. And there, let me tell you, you got your Tiger Lily exclusive project keeper. The Stitch Rainbow pouch that was custom designed exclusively for Tiger Lily. And it was by Properly Marked. That was the name of the company. The vinyl sticker and the needle minder was by Oh Little Wren. The buttons from Tilda were from Tilda Fabrics, and the chocolate was from James River Chocolate Company, and it was Blue Ridge Bark. It's a Virginia bread crafted and creatively crave-worthy and snackable Southern chocolate product.
That's a mouthful there.
Hey, Liz.
What kind is it?
It's got toasted pecans, milk chocolate, dried
Oh, it's a bark.
blueberries,
Oh, yeah.
toffee crunch, and sea salt. This is our treat on the way to Amana. Thanks, Carrie. I am going to cheat on my diet. Okay, so that is fabuloso.
Love it,
Fabulous.
Carrie. Love it. Love, 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 love it.
Another thing that I have in my haul, we have a Flosstube friend, and her name is Kathleen, and she sent this beautiful card. But Kathleen had reached out to me via email and was talking with me and asking a few questions. She has a YouTube channel and she has an Etsy shop. Her Etsy shop is called Maddie and Me. I'm going to show you this right here. She was talking to me and asking me some questions about backside matters when it came to, we were talking about Etsy, YouTube, the whole works, Instagram, you know, just talking shop. And I had not seen, I didn't know her channel. I didn't know her, I had not met her. And so anyway, I hopped on and checked out her YouTube. She is a quilting instructor, and she has created the most fantastic paper piecing patterns, foundation paper piecing patterns. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I love to foundation paper piece because it's precision. When you get done with that block, you have stitched it onto that paper, and you know, who wants wonky seams, you know, or off-putting blocks? And she has done a phenomenal job. And she also makes project keepers, and they're in her Etsy shop, Maddie and Me. I'll show it to you one more time. That's on Etsy. And I hopped on her shop. And I was so excited because last Friday I was going to tell you about this, and she was having a big shop update. And I was able to actually get a few things. And this is her regular size. It's not the large size. But first off, this is like an Ocean's pouch. And she did it in Teresa's new fabric.
Love that.
But this is her little keeper. This is the regular size keeper, and hers has got snaps. But when you open this up, it's got two sides, and the big one does too. And then in the center, it has this thread bed built into it,
yeah.
book style. She's done a phenomenal job. They're absolutely so well made. And so I bought a red set and a blue set. So which one would you like?
I know I knew you were going to ask me this, and you know I don't like picking these things.
Okay, I'll give you the blue set. There you go.
Or we can mix and match.
So do yourself a favor. And
these are actually very beautifully done.
They're very beautifully done. I want you to,
Wow.
I will put a link below, and her shop.
Like her stitches.
Well, she is a master quilter, and she teaches, her YouTube channel, like I said, it's basically about quilting. So all my quilting friends, But anyway, hop on and check out her YouTube, check out her Instagram, and her Etsy shop. I will put that below, and I will put Kathleen, and that way you'll know who it is, and she has Maddie and me. And her channel on YouTube is called The Quilted Story. Her most recent video talks about her keeper update on her thing. So thank you,
friends.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you, Kathleen. Thanks for the email. Thanks for talking shop, buddy. And thanks for checking on me while I was sick. I so appreciate that. And your card, she's a Stamp It Up girl, too.
I see that.
She made the card. Sweet note from her. And so check her out. Sweet friend there.
I love that.
Another little thing we got, this was a gift to us. There is another floss tuber named Mrs. Flossie. I love that. Mrs. Flossie.
Yes, and I've heard about Amy.
Yeah.
Through Kim.
Contented Needleworker Kim.
Yep.
She used to work at
The Attic.
The Attic. Does she still work there?
No, she doesn't anymore.
Okay. But she has been doing some reproduction samplers. And so she thought that Liz and I would love to stitch it. So she sent us the AM 1918 sampler. Pardon me, I've got it all kerfluffled. And she has an Etsy shop. And this is not the only sampler she has. I bought her another one of her samplers, and I forgot to print it. So, but anyway, go check out Amy on Mrs. Flossie on YouTube, and
We'll show it next time.
And I will put it down below. And yeah, I'll show the other one that
Because
I bought.
I didn't print off mine that I bought because I was out of ink.
And you know what? You only sent me the front cover, and I printed out the front cover, and it's sitting on the printer.
Next time, guys.
Yeah, but check out her Etsy shop, Mrs. MRS period Flossie, Flossy. Thank you so much,
Amy, for sending
that. Was so kind of
That is
you.
right up our alley, and we love it. And
red
we
sampler. Who doesn't
wish
love it?
you the absolute best of luck in this new endeavor of yours.
Yes.
We're excited for you.
I'm excited for you. And the one that I got from her was a 4-color sampler, but it was such pretty spring colors. And I think Kim is doing that one too. And she was using the more muted palette. So I'm going to contact Kim and find out what her palette was. Yeah, because I think I want to use that. But it was really pretty spring. So thank you, Amy. And then I ordered in the American Red by October House. Was totally inspired on Instagram. Keep those pictures coming. I love it when we inspire each other. And of course, then I got the Licorice Red from Classic Colorworks to do it in. Nothing like a red sampler. And then I'm really excited about this. I saw something on Color and Cotton's on their Instagram page, and they had these misdyed threads, and they have an entire misdyed thread section. This is 20 yards, and these are misdyeds. They don't follow their. They were just hit or misses, and so they were $4 for 20 yards. It was like $4.12. And I was like, okay, I'm going to check that out. So each of these are 20 yards. They say they're misdyed, but they're gorgeous. From Color and Cotton. You know, it's like the clearance section.
It is.
I love it.
Love a good clearance section.
And I was going to say, Liz, you can grab half of each of these because there's 20 yards.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's enough for us to share here. So before you leave, I mean, aren't these beautiful misdyeds? I think I grabbed one of every available one that they have, and that's on the Color and Cotton website, and I punch in misdyed. That's what I did. It just came up in my thing, and I was like, I want to see your clearance threads.
I've never looked at their clearance shed. Now, I always go on when they post linen, when they have it on there. They actually ship very quickly, too. But I've never actually looked in the thread section before, so I need to do that.
Okay, I did get another kit from Michelle and Gary Rudy of Farm Girl Dry Goods. And it is the A Walk Through the Garden pin keep from Stacy Nash.
Those colors. Oh,
They
my
curated
goodness.
a kit. Way to go, Gary and Michelle.
Those
Love
colors
it.
are gorgeous.
So I bought the kit. That's from Farm Girl Dry Goods. And again, could you love Stacy Nash's new logo?
I do love her new logo.
Oh, so
it
pretty.
looks great.
Walk through the garden. And then
Oh my gosh, this box. You're not doing that box yet, but that box. Holy
No,
cow.
I am doing this box.
Okay. I am in love with the box. I don't even care what's inside it.
Reflex de Soie from France. What is it?
Reflet de Soie.
Hey, Reflex de Soie.
My whole 3 years of French in high school.
Reflet de Soie. Okay. They do a box, and this was the April box. And within it, we're wrapped.
I have seen these, and I have never pulled the trigger on it yet.
Oops, I just threw some thread. Where's that thread?
One bobbin went out there. You want me to go find it?
I found it.
Oh.
I just went under the quilt frame.
It's there.
Okay.
Don't laugh. You'll start coughing.
Yeah. So within it, they sent the threads.
Look at that with the little stickers on. Oh, that's so beautiful.
And then they're all silks in all these different pinks.
Oh, they are.
And then some 103s. And then I don't know what this is.
It's an Avera Soie.
It's an Avera Soie Perlé, 16 millimeter.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that.
It's a pearl cotton. That's what. And that came. And then some ribbon, needles, and this is the pattern.
Oh, wow.
So beautiful. Asian, 1898. Is that Asian?
Yeah.
Asian. But this was their box, and this is the original. It's a postcard. This is a postcard of the original. And then she sent another postcard with vintage stuff on it, and then a little goodie bag.
So is this just like a monthly curated box?
It's a curated box. I don't know how often they do it because I just became familiar with some tea and a piece of candy.
A rooibos tea. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I thought that was so sweet. I saw the sampler, and when I saw the post, it said that there was something happened with the post for them, and so one kit became available, and I just happened to be on Instagram. April
Lucky
box. So check them out. That's really neat. I love this Reflet du Soie. Reflet du Soie. We're going to learn our languages. And then Annie, the proper stitcher. Hi, Annie.
I have been so curious about these.
Yeah.
I should have known you'd get a pair.
They had a butterfly on it. Are you kidding me? Of course I
Scissor
did.
collector, you.
Scissors and hoops.
Yeah.
Annie, the proper stitcher, talked about how Trey Chic Stitchery had began their own scissor company called The Scissorist. Look at this leather pouch from The Scissorist.
That is gorgeous.
A beautiful leather scissor pouch that says The Scissorist. And then, look at the beautiful scissors. They have a butterfly on it, and you know I've got a thing for butterflies. And they're so,
How are the scissors? That's what I need to ask.
They passed the Shellie test.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
They passed the Shellie test. They're very nice scissors.
Oh, they have a little weight to them. Oh, I like that.
And just this case is just wonderful.
That's a fine tip too.
Very fine tip. Love them. So Trey Chic Stitchery, and their scissors are The Scissorist. And so Annie, thank you for that heads up. Those are beautiful. They're beautiful.
Oh, okay. Now I can pull the trigger on it.
Yes.
That leather pouch alone.
Smell the leather.
I do.
Love it. Love it. Okay, and the last thing in my haul, not my vacation haul, was, listen, I had to go.
I'm excited you got this because I want to see these colors in person.
Oh, I went to Teresa Vanette Kitten Stitcher's website.
I've seen them.
Her boys, both the boys, are dyeing. And
Graham and
it's Graham Cracker Fabrics and Wabi Sabi Linens. And she sent me, this is going on my train case. This will be in a minute on my train case.
Oh, I love
Thank
the
you,
tomato
Teresa. One. But I bought 4 pieces of linen, and I got, look at the little tags. I mean, doesn't that make you want to buy it?
Yes. Did you see her newest Flosstube? She was talking about how she got a new paper hole puncher, and she can punch like 100 of these at one time.
Teresa.
It's this is like a professional paper hole puncher. She said these tags, she can stack them up and it'll go through like 100 at a time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this ain't no joke.
This is 36 count Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo. I thought it would be like a chocolatey milk color.
Yoo-hoo. And this is from Wabi Sabi. And this is 36 count heavy cream of Wabi Sabi. And this is 36 count tea stain from Wabi Sabi. And then this is 40 count graham cracker from Graham Cracker Fabrics. So one is one son and one is the other.
Do you want to know something? And I don't remember who I heard this from. If I heard this from Teresa or someone else. So Graham's that he does will always be like cookies or crackers. Oh. And the Wabi Sabi's always drinks.
Oh, I love it.
Which is why it's like tea leaves and Yoo-hoo and
I missed
like
that.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Like because he has like Snickerdoodle and graham cracker and like all his are like cookies. Yes.
And so the brothers have the drinks and the cookies. We're coming to your house, Teresa.
Right? I'm sorry. Don't make her laugh.
Anyway, so they are beautiful, beautiful linens. Head on over to Kitten Stitcher and grab you some of her boys' linens. They are beautiful, beautiful. So what do you got over there?
Okay. So, in my Shellie quilted tote that I love so much. Okay. Well, I guess we should start off with, I got the quilt. I got the tote bag, which I love, but I have been telling Shellie for quite a while that I wanted one of her notebooks. And it just, she would have absolutely made one for me. She would have. I will say that, but I didn't want to wait. And so when she uploaded it, guess what? I hopped on like all of you and I bought me one finally. And I am so excited about it. Oh, I love it so much. So I had...
It's a composition
Oh, yeah,
book.
sorry, yes. The inside. Oh, I should have showed that. So you can refill it with the composition, just a regular composition notebook. And I just, oh my gosh,
and when you
it's so
find them
beautiful.
in my Etsy shop, they come to you with the first.
It does. It comes with this
book.
notebook in there. But these are, because these sell out really quick. So I was super excited. I snagged one right before she went to Tennessee. And I was so excited. So I got this for a reason. So how did I want to say this? When I was out in Utah, I was talking with Laura one night, and so there's just been a lot of stuff going on in my life, and Shelley's got, we all have a lot of stuff going on in our lives. And
life is life.
Life and family and stuff like that. And Laura, because I was kind of talking about just how I was feeling and how I was processing through some things. And Laura had said to me, Liz, are you like journaling at all? And I was like, not really. And she was just like, I would really encourage you to start writing. She said, first of all, you love writing, which I do. majored in journalism. It's my thing. I love writing, and I feel like I express myself better when I'm writing. But it's something that I really, really, really love, and I haven't done it all that much. But she really encouraged me to start writing down just whatever I'm feeling that day, whatever I'm going through. And if for nothing else, one way to get out how I'm feeling, because there's something very cathartic about writing and putting it to paper, not just thinking it in your head, but actually putting it to paper.
Well, because it's like a removal. You're taking it out, and I'm going to take that thing and put it here. And then I'm going to put it on the shelf for the moment.
Yeah. So I think there's that aspect of it, but then there's the aspect of it that as I move past these things and I get to a better place, I am able to go back and see the progression from where I was to where I am, to look at what my prayers were then to where they are now, things that were answered, things that maybe weren't. But
and it turns it to gratitude.
It does. It really does. So it I think it's healing in two ways: to get it out, but then to also have a reference to go back to see like where
retrospect.
Yes. So Laura had encouraged me to write. So when I saw this, I was like, this is perfect. So this is going to be my notebook
for that.
So this is, and I'll refill them as I need to, but this is going to be like the cover, and then I will keep my notebooks as I go. So I was looking, I like when I'm writing things like that, and it's a total preference for some people, but I'm a pencil girl.
I love pencils.
I love pencils.
What's your favorite pencil?
And so I have been on the hunt for like the perfect pencil, and I've looked into the Blackwing ones, and I almost pulled the trigger on those.
I was gonna say Rachel and Sue talk about that.
Yes, and so I probably still will get them from Rachel, but I had a friend who had recommended this brand to me, which is, it's very much kind of like a Blackwing brand, because a lot of like artists use it, and because of the different shading and the different densing you could get. Well, clearly I'm not an artist. I'm not looking to draw my emotions. I just want to write them out. So anyway, she had recommended this pencil to me a while ago, and I finally went ahead and just got one, and I fell in love with it.
Really?
And I know it's a Flosstube, and you guys probably don't care about my pencil,
yes,
but I'm going to share with you about my pencil anyways, because
we talk about everything.
It is the smoothest, like if there's such a thing, and I use just regular number 2 pencils, but there is a difference.
This is my favorite pencil. This country girl loves a Ticonderoga.
Well, I love a Ticonderoga too.
That's my favorite.
And that's what I always got my kids. This pencil is different than a Ticonderoga. Yeah. It really is. First of all, it's the color. I love that ice blue. So it's called a Tombow. I don't know if you can see that at the top. Tombow. Tombow. And this is like an ice blue color. So this was the one that I put it back in the case. So it has a twist top with that.
With the eraser twist top.
And then the lead, you can lock it. So it'll go down. I mean, it's got a locking lead thing so that it doesn't like push back up or whatever. But it feels very nice in the hand. And it's got a nice little heavy weight to it, but it is like the smoothest.
Yay.
It is, I can't even tell you how much I love this pencil, you guys. It's just so fluid when it writes, and there's not like darker spots and lighter spots. It's very consistent.
No drag.
No drag and no rubbing. So it doesn't rub off like when you are going back over, because I rubbed it just to make sure. And so if you all like pencils, I know y'all may not care, but I am in love with this pencil. It is, I love it. Love it so much. I got you one too. So,
yay!
That way that you can have, I know you like pencils.
I do love pencils. I like pencils because you can erase them.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why I like it too. Where is yours?
You know, you can delete way down the road if necessary.
Oh, here's yours. So, yeah, I got you one too.
Thank you!
So that was my haul.
Oh, I want to try it.
If you're a pencil girl, I highly recommend them. I got it on Amazon. So there you go. You gotta...
Very nice.
She's over here writing on it. So
I'm writing on the back of a pattern.
So I felt like the pencil went with my thing. So now you know. All right. On to my next haul.
Thank you.
So I have messaged back and forth. I actually know that I met Tammy last year at StitchCon, but we didn't really have a conversation. Tammy Blaylock.
Oh, Tammy
Creative,
Blaylock.
creative country girl.
I bought some of her.
Hey, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. I bought her project bags from her.
I know. I bought one from her.
Yeah, I did at StitchCon.
Yeah, so I met her, but the craziness of StitchCon, it wasn't like we sat down and had a conversation. But I have been messaging with Tammy here recently. And I'm super excited because her and Christine, Creative Mountain Crafts, is that what it is?
Creative Mountain Crafts, yes.
Yeah.
Or
no, Mountain Craft Studio. Mountain Craft Studio. Christine, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Christine.
Mountain Craft Studio. There you go. Creative. What am I? I'm just gonna mesh her two names together. That's what I did. So
I love Christine's channel. I love it.
I do too. So they're gonna be at StitchCon, and I'm super excited. We cannot wait to actually sit down and have a conversation with you guys and formally meet. We do need to do lunch. Girls, we're planning a lunch. So, anyways, but I have wanted to get one of...
Oh, that is stinking cute.
I've wanted to get one of her bags for a while. And so...
That is stinking cute.
I went online and she had one. It's in Lori Holt's Prairie line. And I love that it has a...
I like the handle.
I love the little... what are those called?
That's a twill...
It's like a canvas.
It's a belting. I use it for
yeah, that's what it's like.
I use it on my bags.
Yep. So hers come with, sorry, I'm moving the whole thing because, short arms. Hers comes with the little, thank you, tag there that you can put your project information on. Oh, and the little bee. It has a little bee on it, so of course I love it. And I do love the handle on it very much. And so it's just got a really pretty, you can't really see it, but it's got a really pretty coordinating linen, and then it's got the little hook on the inside.
For your scissors, your threads.
Yep. So I saw that she had one, and so I wanted to grab one of her bags real quick because I've been wanting to get one for a while, and she posts them. I don't think all the time, but she happened to have this one on there.
I got two last year at StitchCon, and my Chrysanthellin scissor sampler is in one of them.
Well, I remember because I saw the retreat bag she had done for Zan at StitchCon last year and fell in love with it. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. So anyways, Creative Country Girl, she has an Etsy page.
I'll put that in the notes.
Yeah, Tammy Blaylock. Actually, no, it's her website. Excuse me. I apologize. It's not an Etsy page. It's tammyblaylock.com. So, but she's Creative Country Girl on Instagram. So, that's her. So you can look for her on Instagram, and the Instagram has a link to the website as well. So anyways, thank you, Tammy. And I am excited to see you soon. So anyways, on to the next thing. I finally, well, thanks to Shellie, was able to snag me a piece because she uploaded a couple different colors, Northumberland.
Oh, yeah, I've got some coming.
I know.
I hit it 3 times.
So she's posted here recently quite a bit
All
of
the
linen.
stuff that she has posted, I've snagged some of.
So she did have 40 count.
Northumberland
samplers. No, but it's not on
it's
here.
on here.
But it's on
It's
Etsy.
right here. The Sampler Linen Collection, Northumberland Sampler House.
Now that's on Etsy. That is on Etsy. So I was able to get some 40 count because I really wanted 40 count, and this was all she had left in 40 count of the
You need to
Meadow
follow her
Hay.
on Instagram because if you're gonna get a hold of some of that, you want to see her posts coming
Meadow
through.
Hay. It is a very, very pretty sampler gold color.
It is. That's so pretty. It reminds me of like golden wheat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. It's a beautiful color, but I wanted 40 count. So this is what she had, and I wasn't even that picky, but it's what she has, and I'm glad I got some of it. That's not showing up all that well. Cut it back. There you go. Really, really, really pretty. And again, however she does that, her slight modeling age. It's more of an aged.
It's wild.
Yeah, I don't know how she does it.
When we're in Amana and we're antiquing with Rachel from Needle and Flax.
Oh yeah, Rachel. I told Rachel
we're gonna talk linen.
I said, you want to go antiquing with Shellie and I? She was like, yeah.
I am so excited. Plus, I just finished listening to a book, and all I could think of was, I just want to call Rachel and say, did you read America's First Daughter? It was so good, and because I'm so in love with Rachel's First Lady series, and so anyway, it was about Thomas Jefferson's daughter, and so I was like, I could sit and have coffee and talk to Rachel about this for like 42 hours.
Rachel could too.
Yeah, can't wait to get to Amanda and
I watched it
with her.
I just watched her new video, and speaking of that, I have to tell you, Rachel, your mug is hilarious. I'm in love with your mug. She has a Henry VIII mug. Did you see this? Yes. Where when you put the hot drinks in, the wives disappear. I think it's hilarious. I thought it's the greatest mug. I totally would have bought that too. And it made me, because she talked about going to the Tudor exhibit at the Cleveland Art Museum, which Cleveland's like 3.5 hours from us. I don't know how far it is from her because she's northern Michigan, but we're in the very southeast corner of the state, and Cleveland's in the north.
We're in the farthest southwest.
I don't even know where we live, you guys.
Listen, we are so close to the Ohio River. We are almost Kentuckians.
Yes, we are.
We are the farthest southwest it gets.
Very southwest corner, and Cleveland is the very northeast corner. Mm-hmm. So it's about 3.5 hours, but it's not bad. But she definitely made me want to go to that exhibit after I heard her talk about it. Yeah. That would be really cool. But that mug is... If you haven't watched her latest Flosstube, go watch her latest Flosstube, Needle and Flax.
You know, I was going to say, at our art museum and in Washington, D.C., one of my favorite things was they had the gowns of the first ladies.
Oh, yes.
And,
yes.
I loved that. That's been years ago. It was here in Cincinnati, and I love that.
Okay, on to my next. I was just on a bag kick.
Pretty.
So I finally got a bag from Grandma's Treasures, Dawn. She's so sweet.
She is so sweet, and that is so pretty.
Yes, so I knew I wanted a patchwork bag. So I got one of the ones that have like the, you know.
It's got the flat bottom.
Flat bottom.
The box corners.
There you go, whatever that's called. And this one is one of the double ones. So it
love it.
Yes.
You can put your notions pouch in the front of it, and then your stuff in the...
So it's got a pocket here, and then it's got the main pocket here. So it's a double pocket one.
That's the large set. That's my favorite size.
Yep. And then it comes with the notions pouch as well.
And always
and Dawn threw in the thread bed with the magnetic. Yep. I love it. So I was so excited to get one of her sets because I particularly wanted one of these bags, and I found a pattern that I really loved of hers. So I got that. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Also, Dawn, for your constant support and generosity with sharing with our viewers.
Yes.
Your beautiful creations.
Yes.
So we really appreciate it. Okay. My last bag, if you want to call it that. It's not really. I finally
hallelujah
snagged me a carrot keeper. Y'all, I had a timer set. I was ready to go.
Listen,
I was so
you gotta follow what I say. You get your finger on the button at 5
I got me a carrot keeper.
Oh, and it's beautiful. Look at that. I love that green, and look, it's got some blue on the back.
It's got little pops of blue. Oh, look at that.
So pretty.
Oh, so she put out
stitching.
She put out a couple in this latest release, and I was really torn. Between this one,
Tiger Lily Designs, go hit the keeper.
I was really torn between this one and the patchwork one that she had, but I ended up with this one.
Stitching on there.
Yeah, so I absolutely love the stitching on this. And then that's the inside of it. You gotta have that. That's Carrie right there. That little pop of pink there. It's like, this is Liz. It's like, here's Liz. And oh, there's the Papa Carey right there in the middle. So, which cracks me up. So
Love it.
Yeah, I am in love with this. And
It's
I
a little
finally
bit
have
country
one.
and a little bit rock and roll, all in one keeper.
It's a little bit prim and a little bit bright. So yeah, it's fantastic. I was so excited to get this. So now I am part of the keeper gang, y'all. Like I
Just in
finally
time for
have my
retreat.
own. I finally have my own.
I sent her when we were in Tennessee. As you're gonna get to see. I got presents over here for Liz, but I was antiquing and I kept finding linens that were appropriate for Carrie, and she had talked about the antique baskets, the sewing baskets that I love and Liz loves. And she said, because she's coming to town, she's going to be here for weekend day of StitchCon Whip, which we're going to. And she's coming early to stay with us. And she was talking about how she had to snag one of those sewing baskets. Well, I found her one. And I filled the basket with vintage stitching for her to use for her keepers. That was so fun to shop for her.
She loved that too. She was super excited about that. Okay, so then real quick, I'll just go through the charts that I've gotten. I actually have gotten them from a couple different places, and at the moment, I don't even remember. Keepsakes and
Oh, look at that, Jessie.
Keepsakes. I got some from Teresa. I don't remember. I got this. So this is one. Anyways, I have Stoneware Pillows 1. I picked up Stoneware Pillows 2. I absolutely love these pillows. This is by Priscilla's Pocket. I love these charts. They are the best little smalls to put in your bowls and stuff. And I got it really because of that bird.
Or to make for a retreat.
Oh, yep. To make for a retreat. Picked up this one. Realized I already had it. So it went into the giveaway box. So somebody's going to get this soon here. I got this at Keepsakes where Liberty Dwells. I love this one. I was kind of into patriotic, as you can see from what I've bought. So I picked up that one, and then I also picked up this one, Summer in Baltimore, which is another Brenda Gervais. Keepsakes has this finished when you walk in. In like the little box, and the picture really doesn't do it justice because the finished piece is absolutely gorgeous. So that's another patriotic one I added to it. Picked up Plum Street, Summer Delivery. I love this one. I'm going to change a few things, make some modifications. I'm not going to tell you as to not provoke unwanted commentary from others on what I'm cutting out of this.
The sheep.
No, the sheep gets to stay. But the horse, no. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so there's that one. This one I actually got from Hobby House because I got some linen from Hobby House.
Don't hate me for picking on her for sheep picking.
Oh my gosh, no. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. This was a new, what do you call it? Market release from Chessie and Me.
I got that one too.
Yeah, Virtue Leads. And I love the inside of it, which you can kind of, it's a picture. I need to show you the picture. Inside of it. So this one was done in like a book. I'm not going to do it in the book, but it says Virtue Leads and Grace Reveals. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I picked that one up and then downloaded from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, my my Quaker bees. I'm going to start this one here very soon. I love that one. And then I got two more things real quick. I ordered these from Beth. So Beth Seals of Summer House Stitchworks. I saw this on Etsy somewhere. I don't remember where, but I saw this.
I love that one.
And I fell in love with it. So this is the Inheritance sampler. And so it's meant to put your
children.
Yeah, children, parents, grandparents, grandchildren, whatever you want to put on those initials in there. I'm going to change the colors of it. But I love, it's a Quaker. What's not to love? So I got this one. Someone was stitching this. I don't remember who. And I do love blue and yellow, but I'm going to change up the colors a little bit.
I think I would too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sampler though. And then this one, which was
love that.
The Gift Keeps Giving. Oh, like the
showing...
Jelly of the Month Club.
You're funny.
Oh, if you know National Lampoons, you know that.
Oh, my husband and National Lampoons.
Yeah. So The Gift That Keeps Giving, that red, oh my gosh, these are just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I got those from her. I ordered those from her because I saw someone stitching that, but then I added this one to it. And then lastly, I ordered from Homespun Elegance. I don't remember where I saw this, but I loved it. And I'm going to change up my colors on this too, just to complete my Americana here. This is called American Home. And she has it finished on a shaker box. She has it framed. She has it in like a tin. So she's got a couple different ways you can finish it, but I just absolutely love this. So I'm going to stitch this. I don't think it'll take very long. It'll finish real quickly. But I just wanted to add it to my Americana stuff. It's very simple and it's very prim, but that's why I love it. But then when I was on there, I found this one. I had to get it. So, for somebody over here, it's from the Plain and Fancy collection, which cracks me up. So I got this for Shell because I had to.
For me, I can't even see it.
It's the shepherdess. Yeah. And it has the shepherd and the sheep, and it has your willow tree on it.
Oh, I love it. I forgive her for taking the sheep out there missing.
I saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get that for Shelly. I thought you would love it. I was hoping you didn't have it. But it's called the shepherdess. And
I'm going to kit this up today with some of that wabi sabi linen and throw it in my retreat bag.
So it has a bird that you could even change to blue.
And a butterfly.
And it has the butterfly, and it had the shepherdess and the sheep, and it had a willow tree. All these things that you love. So it was perfect for you.
Thank you, friend.
So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I couldn't see it while you were doing that.
I know, I did that on purpose. But yeah. Yes, so those were my...
I love it. I'll forgive you forever for removing the sheep.
Oh, and you want me to do... I could do my... You know what? Let me do my antiques real quick. Because I know we're moving up on time. I'm going to do this very quickly.
Oh, everybody's so happy we're moving up on time. They like our long videos.
Okay. So I was in this store. It's actually a plant store.
Wow.
Yeah, and I found these and fell in love with them. Well, actually, I found this one. And then if I got one, I needed to get one for you. So they had these antique hat pins.
Oh.
And I found this red, white, and blue one, and I loved it. Now, I'm going to use this.
Suffragette.
I know. It's so beautiful. And so I know what I'm going to use this for. It's going in some of my Americana stuff, but I had to find one for you, and I wasn't sure what to get. And I didn't like some of the ones they had, but then I found this one, and I thought this is one that you would love. So it's a hat pin, but it's a locket.
Oh,
it's a locket. So Liz, I don't know what you can open it, but it's an old antique hat pin with a locket on it. And I thought you would like that one.
Oh, would you look at that? A real little locket. I love it. She knows I love antique jewelry. I collect, I have a locket. Jerry bought me for a gold locket. He bought me for Christmas, but I collect cameos.
Yes. Isn't that cool? I hadn't seen a little hat pin that was a locket before.
I'm going to put it over there in my pretty tomato for right this minute.
So.
Thanks. I need to make sure that nothing happens to this. I'm going to stick it on my scissors.
I know. So I did that.
That is a florist.
Oh, and they had these tags in there. So I picked you up that little tag too because they had it. And it just says Farm Sweet Farm with the little sheep on it. This was in a plant store of all things. I know. It was weird.
Look at that.
So real quick. Everybody's talking about their little cases.
I'm sitting here looking at this thinking, no, you didn't. Because I so want to do one, but it's like I can never get around to it.
Well, here's the thing. I have not finished this yet, but I was going to take the plastic off it. I should have done that before I came in here for you. So I decided, well, we had to have these, but I didn't really want a big one. I wanted a small one. And this is like... Shelly and I love this, kind of like Tiffany blue. Color. Yeah, so, but I thought this would be perfect for our scissors and our other thing. So I already ripped mine out, and oh crap, I have a I need to look.
Is
I have a little, this is yours. I got you one so we could finish them. I haven't finished it yet. You know I can't finish things. I'm not that.
Oh, okay. So you ripped this part out?
That just pops right out. It was just as easy as they said it was. Look, it just comes right out. And then this you can take out. Yeah, and then
look,
we're
ready.
I know, for a little scissor case or
a
for
pack of pony needles will sit
needles
right there.
and
a wax.
So we could finish, I don't know, we would just need to we could just pop some, even your little sticky board will pop in there with like fabric on it, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
how
to do this.
We can do that very fast before you leave for Madison.
Okay, so
Yay!
I got us these little travel cases. Isn't that the
scissors?
greatest? It's like, Shellie, here's your gift. Now finish this.
Looky here.
I don't know how to finish things, guys. I'm not that special.
I'm going to put these right in there.
Oh. But I like that it's small, so it doesn't take up a lot of space on the table.
This will go in my train case.
Yes,
really
yes,
well,
yeah, because it'll just pop right down in there. Yeah. So we can put some cute fabric in there. I know people. Oh, and I wonder.
We can do that very quickly, even before you leave.
Yeah. No, we'd have to pop something in there.
What for?
Oh, just like if we wanted to put fabric in there. I don't know how you would do fabric.
I
don't know how to do this.
I got sticky board and I've got a fast acting glue.
I like the small size and it was the color we liked, so I got us one of each of those.
Thank you. I think that's perfection.
And then lastly, real quick.
Just in time for retreat.
Yes, it is. And then lastly, I found this amazing old silverware tray.
Oh, I love
that. I'm in love with. I think it was a silverware tray. But I'm going to be using it for pillows, for smalls.
Very pretty.
But it is very well worn and loved.
That's what makes it
And you got the old nails in it. So that's usually how I can tell a lot of times the aging in it. But I'm in love with this. I'm not going to change a thing about it. I think it's great. And now I have stuff to sit more pillows and smalls in.
I love it.
There we go. Okay,
I hope you got a good deal. Oh, no, you forgot that one thing.
Oh, I actually bought this.
That is so neat.
For the frame. Or at least I thought. Until there was a cover on here and I took the cover off and under the cover I found this.
Oh.
Because it was covering up the nails here. It says is it Emmaus?
It's Emmaus.
Yeah.
Road walk to Emmaus.
Road walk to Jesus joined Nathaniel and Cleopas after Christ was risen. And they put this little thing in here, like the picture that was supposed to depict it. So this is an actual sketch that somebody drew of that, and then on the back you can see where they put the little picture and a description of what it was. Made sure you knew after Christ was risen.
Don't you dare take that out.
And those nails are, oh man, those have been in there for quite a while. But that was someone's actual etching that they did of it. And I fell in love with it. So no, I'm not going to rip it out for cross stitch. I'm going to keep that in there. But
love that.
Yeah.
That is
It's signed down there in the corner. But yeah, it was really pretty. Cool. I loved it. Okay, there you go. I'm done.
Okay. And I'll try to get through mine.
Okay.
I, of course, was antiquing. And like I said, I had found some things for Carrie. Of course, I was hunting for quilts for my Etsy shop business where I cut up old quilts. I did find a quilt.
Oh, we should show this so they can see that too. That goes along with that.
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me show
Okay.
Here,
just give it to me.
These are not in my shop yet.
They're not.
But when I do my shop update, I have a new item that I'm making. They're these bookmarks that are covered in vintage quilt with a chiffon ribbon. This one's for Liz. But anyway, this will be in my next shop update. I have a whole table full of them.
Beautifully, beautifully. These are not cheap little flimsy things at all. Oh, I love it so much. So it's going in my journaling notebook.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. So I found a quilt top. It's a queen size vintage quilt top.
Oh, wow.
And I have a lot of colorful things, and I was happy to find one that was a little more primmy. And this is all done in shirtings from probably the 30s, the 20s. And so I bought this quilt top, and I got it soaked and dried. so that I could begin to cut it up. It's imperfect. I wouldn't cut up anything perfect. And then a few people have bought a few things, and there's a bag, one of these bags in my Etsy shop already. I bought this this overshot coverlet. So beautiful. Somebody wove this.
Gorgeous.
And
absolutely gorgeous.
It's about a queen size too, so I'll get a lot of good things out of that. But I did buy a quilt, but I had soaked it, and it's hanging over the door in my laundry room to dry, because I hang them dry. I found some linens for myself as I was looking for Carrie, and I absolutely fell in love with this one, an old stitched.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that one.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
look at the bird in the birdhouse.
Oh
my
Liz
gosh,
will tell
I'm in love
you
with that.
that I'm the last person. I have had my Etsy shop for 3.5 years, and I don't have anything of my own, because I constantly, it's like, oh, okay, yes you can buy that for me. Yes, you can buy that for me. I'm gonna make something for myself with this. These linens, I'm telling you, I'm making stuff for myself with these. But look at this, Liz.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the tiny perfect back.
Oh, wow.
This is like a little dresser scarf type.
Oh, feel how soft that is.
So this will go on something. And then look at this one. This has got to be 46 or 56 count linen.
Oh, yeah.
But look at the back, how perfect. It's a mirror image of the front.
Well,
This is cross stitch.
My backs don't look like that, y'all.
Look at this back.
That is stunning.
And so I got that. And then look at this is a dresser scarf.
Oh, yes.
But if you look at this, these are bullion stitches. All the top of this, I don't know if it's thistle or what, but it looks like thistle. But these are all perfect bullion stitches.
How do they make those?
Well, the way you do a bullion stitch is you hold your needle like this, and you wrap the thread around the needle, and you pull it back, and then inject it in, and then pull it.
So it's like an embroidery stitch.
It's an embroidery stitch, yeah. And
because it almost
daisies.
looks like it has movement.
It does, because of these bullion stitches. It makes a perfect petal. So very cool. Love that. And I am like Beth Twist from Heartstring Samplery. I love finding old needle points. And I think I'm going to turn this into a bit, maybe I may lose the brown on it, but I'm thinking I want to turn this into, she loves to make old pin cushions from these.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to make that into a pin cushion.
Strawberries. You can't go wrong with strawberries. No. I love that.
And then I got a couple of these, and these actually were like, these are overshot weaving. And I actually am going to use these. Someone's going to find these in my Etsy shop when I make them. I'm going to make needle books with these.
Oh.
Won't those be pretty?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to make some needle books with those. Those will go in the shop though. And then I was going to send this to Carrie, but I couldn't because we're both stitching her Sunbonnet Sue. Look at this Sunbonnet Sue that someone handed that on the corner of a hanky. And so I'm going to do something with that sunbonnet. I was like, I love it. I was going to send it to Carrie. I'm like, no, that's for me. So anyway, but I found these linens.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Love those, but that was so fun, that stitching. And then I found a couple books, but what I did find, I'm under the quilt frame again. I was walking by this huge thing filled with linens, and for $4.50, these are all hand-drawn patterns of someone's library of cross-stitch patterns. And this person, I don't know if you can see that. There are things in here that I wouldn't use, but there are so many things. Oh, look at this. Would these kitties be cute for our granddaughters? Yes. These are hand-charted charts. Look what she did here. She did this entire chart of Texas.
my gosh.
Look at this.
I have never found anything like this before.
This is a grocery list that you could do, but I thought it was so neat. But it's a stack of charts, and I thought,
A lot in there.
you know, I appreciate the work that woman did. So I thought that was very, very neat. And then I found this wonderful book. It's called American Needlework. You never know what you're gonna find at the antique store.
No, you do not. That is true.
Then I love this. This is Hooked Rug Treasury. This is about rug hooking. And this is a nice big fat book about American quilts. Quilts in America. But look at this quilt. This is not stitching. Look at that quilt. That is some serious work, girls. But it looks like a sampler. But, oh, it's just, these books are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I don't think I gave very much. This was $12. This heavy book, this cost somebody a fortune when they bought it new.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And I had talked about a minute ago that there were some ideas for my my Love and Keep.
Yeah.
Bless and Keep. Well, I fell into a honey hole. I found 4 Nantucket baskets all in one spot. And once again, I was able to get them and not give a body part for them.
Oh, wow.
So I found these 2 absolutely
Oh, my goodness.
adorable miniatures. And can you see finishing this with a stitched top?
Yes.
Well, good, because that one's yours.
Yay!
So look at that. Isn't that neat? So
Oh my gosh.
We've got to stitch something and make a cap for that. And then these are...
Oh my gosh, I love
are,
this so much.
These are flat-backed half baskets.
Thank you, friend.
And that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Was maybe could I attach it and it look right onto the basket? You know, I don't know. I just don't know that will work, but it was an idea. You know, I just don't think so, but that was a thought, you know. But I found these baskets and I thought they were really neat. Nantucket baskets can be just absorbently expensive because they're handmade. But anyway, so then that was my antiquing, but this is my shopping. I went to the Smoky Mountain Spinnery.
Yes, your friend shop.
My friend,
Yes.
Miss Nancy Thompson, my friend down there. She owns the Smoky Mountain Spinnery, and it's it's a yarn shop, and there's weaving looms and rug hooking, and there's, you know, crochet, knitting, punch rug, just the gamut of it. But I had such a wonderful time visiting my friend Nancy, and when I was in there, the copper corgi.
Wow.
The copper corgi hand dyed this yarn, and they did a 4-part series for they called it the Smoky Mountain series, and it was exclusively done for the Smoky Mountain Spinnery. And this is Spring Wildflower, but it is the what was it called? Oh, Smoky Mountain Collection. And so this is what they would consider spring to look like in the Smoky Mountains. And I bought Carrie some of this too.
Yes, she showed this. I was like, why does this look familiar? Yeah.
And I told her, she was having her
sock issues.
Yeah, her sock issues. And I told her, I was like, hey, I have got the heel of all heels. It's a no-brainer. And I told her I was going to make a shorty with those. And I said, maybe you could conquer your heels with that. So I sent her some yarn. So the spring collection, because I went in the spring. I bought myself a rug hooking kit with sheep, no less. And it's a full kit. It's got the all of the wool strips with it, and it's got the linen with the pattern on it. This is the pattern. A willow tree.
Beautiful.
Willow tree.
Perfect for you.
But you know, friend, you always need a new hobby, don't you?
I don't wool hook.
But you're going to hook a sheep. I bought Liz a rug hooking kit. And because she took that sheep out, she's gonna.
Oh my gosh, I am not gonna live down my lost sheep. I love it.
So
I love
teasing.
it.
But I thought this was just a small little kit. And I have, I have a million stands upstairs. And I have Lori Brecklin from Not Forgotten Farms. Her husband Peter makes this small lap frame and it folds up flat so you could fit it in this project bag. And so I thought I'm going to pull out my very favorite rug hooking hook. I have an extra one. They're Deanne Fitzpatrick's favorite too. I get them from her. And I'll show you how absolutely simple it is to rug hook.
Now, full disclosure, I have hooked before rugs. And
Rugs.
I get myself in trouble when I say these things. Rugs, y'all.
We're talking about rugs.
When I went to Hobby House, and I went next door to Hobby House Woolworths.
Yeah.
The lady who runs that, I cannot remember her name now for the life of me. It has escaped me. I am so sorry.
Pardon me.
She made me sit down.
And rug hook?
Well, just do a couple because she was just like, it's so easy.
It's so easy. It's a no-brainer. It's no thinking involved.
And it really was not as hard as I thought it was.
No.
At all.
So I'm going to loan you.
I only did a couple though, mind you. That's it.
But I thought you would love it because it's so prim. So
It is! Oh my gosh!
And when I was in there, they have local artisan items. And they had these beautiful...
Gonna hook a rug, y'all.
They had these beautiful handmade soaps.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
my
beautiful?
gosh. Yes.
I got one for you.
Oh my gosh.
And you can smell it. Smell it through there. Isn't that beautiful? I thought your guest bathroom or maybe your bathroom where you and the girls hide. A little...
Those are absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful soap.
Beautiful.
And so, let's see. And then I
love that.
I always buy a mini skein because...
those are adorable.
Aren't they cute?
I mean, I don't know what to do with it, but I just think it's adorable because it's tiny.
Well, I am doing this blanket and I collect a mini skein every time I go. And until I've traveled enough to get enough mini skeins till I feel like it's sufficient, I am doing this blanket. It's a cozy comfort blanket, and you just hook onto the edge of where you've been and you create another block off of it. And so I have been for a couple years, and I have a journal, and I have each block, the blocks are about this big, and I've knit onto it, and I've got like 3 or 4 rows. But every time I travel, I buy a mini skein and then I knit it into the blanket, and then I have a journal, and it tells for every block where I got the yarn and a memory from my trip.
Oh, I love that.
And so when it's all done, and one day when I'm not here, my kids can look at the journal and say, oh yeah, this block right here in row 2, Mom was in Charleston and she bought the yarn at such and such, and oh, this is what her and Dad did when they were there. So I wanted to tell a story in my blanket. So this is for my blanket.
This feels different though.
This is merino.
This is really soft.
Yeah, this is soft.
It's
too.
soft, but this is
Softer.
It has more of a silky feel to it.
Well, different wools.
I know
have
merino
different
wool.
feels.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you have Cotswold. Mine are North Country Cheviot. You've got merino. And all of those things. All the different wools feel different.
Yeah.
And so, So this is for socks. But anyway, while I was down there, I went in to the hiking store and I had to get some stickers for my my train case. So I got a bee, Queen Bee, right there, and there's one for you. And then
I love bees.
I absolutely love this. Look at these 2 bears having a cup of coffee over the fire. That's me and Liz, and it says the Great Smoky Mountains. So there's one for you.
This is great.
And then I got this. It says Gatlinburg, Tennessee, my happy place. It is one of my happy places. So this is going to go on my train case.
Oh, perfect.
I
love the bears.
I missed one thing from the antique store because I poked it in here because it was put in here because it was for your gifts. I was in an antique shop and some little lady hand This is all done with a needle, not a machine. Someone made this antique pin cushion. Her pins were still in it. And her name was Maggie. And her name is still on here. She hand-stitched herself this 3-dimensional quilt blocks and made this pin cushion.
How cool is that? I've never seen one like this before.
I saw it and I was like, oh, Liz would love that.
Oh my, this almost feels like tie material.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, this feels like cotton, but this does feel like a tie.
Look at that, you guys. How cool is this? Oh, friend, I love it. Oh, thank you so much.
Well, and no trip to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Tennessee would be complete without going, I call it Mama's house, Paula Dean's restaurant. And of course the shopping's just as good, but look, her tea towels this year just happen to have cross stitch on it. And it says chin up, buttercup. Yeah, that's for you.
Oh, thank you.
And then of course, Paula's, I have tons of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop
chin
this.
up, buttercup.
I thought
This
it was
is great.
cute.
Yeah.
And it was good colors. But to go with it, I got you
blue.
this one, and it's got her fried chicken recipe on it.
Oh.
And her gravy recipe on it.
Oh, yay.
So that is for you.
Shellie and I love cooking, both of us. And we love cookbooks.
And I like fried chicken.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Shellie hasn't seen fried chicken in a while.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
So those are all my travel-related things. Before Liz leaves, I'm going to get her that rug hook and get her Lori's frame, and she's going to craft something else. You're going to love it. It's coloring with wool. You're just...
Yeah, it really wasn't that hard. I don't really remember it because, I mean, I just did it for like 5 minutes, but
Oh, it was so easy.
it wasn't hard. I remember that, but...
Listen, I'm just sharing things with you. I mean, I'm expanding your horizons.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Great. Oh gosh, well I think that brings us to the end.
Yep.
We have reached the bottom of the pile. We've showed the last whip. We have no more finishes, and all the goodies have been shown.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am leaving here and heading over to Indiana, to Madison, to my mom's for 2 days, and haven't seen her in a while, since before Utah. So, yeah, that's my weekend. And then we get ready to go on our trip next week.
Wednesday morning, we're going to hit the road, and we're going to head on over to Iowa and to the Amana colonies and visit our wonderful Stitchy friends and enjoy a wonderful retreat. You can look forward to a video sometime next week, because we'll be compiling it from the time I pick Liz up, because like I said, I have a thing in the car. We used it when we did our extravaganza video.
Yes.
So we've got a car cam holder, so we can take, I just can't wait to take video of the fields, driving from Ohio across Indiana, across Illinois.
America's heartland.
Oh, listen.
The Midwest Plains. That's where we're going.
I live in the country,
Yep.
and all around me are cornfields. We don't grow corn. They grow corn. When you hear in our anthem where it talks about amber waves of grain,
Yep.
when you make that drive, I mean, I'm a country girl, so I'm talking from my perspective. It is you heard me the whole way there. I'm like, look at this. It's so pretty.
It is.
I mean, but it's just exactly like what I say when I'm at the ocean, or when I say when I'm at the mountains. God has just made such a beautiful world, and
Absolutely.
I just soak it up. And then Amana's so fun. I mean, Michelle Rudy could not have been more correct and put together a cooler place to have
Yep.
a retreat than the Amana colonies. And it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see our friends.
Very peaceful there.
Oh, it's so fun. And the hotel we stay in is called the Millwright. And the Millwright, was a
It still is.
it still is.
Yeah.
It was a woolen mill. They don't woolen mill like they used to, where they brought in the fleeces from the sheep.
But they do still make the blankets and
But
stuff
yeah,
there.
I bought all my kids at
Yep,
Christmas.
yep.
They still have the weaving room there with the big, but they're automated weaving looms, and they make blankets right on property. But the hotel was made into the wool factory.
It is really cool
It is
inside there.
so neat.
With all the old
Equipment.
from the mill, but the rooms themselves, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Very pretty.
But we're going to have a good time. We've had friends that are going to be there that have already been messaging, save me a seat, and, you know, making our plans. We're going to call Hippie Linda and go over to Des Moines. We're going to go to Des Moines and go to the Black Sheep and eat dinner.
Cedar... What was that? Was it called so it was in Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
Excuse me.
We're not driving to Des Moines.
No, I'm sorry. Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
But we'll go over. Liz picked the most delicious restaurant last time, and our friend Laura's stepmom lives over there, and she came and had dinner with us, and we so want to take her to dinner. So we're going to take her to dinner one night. And
they're going to come up in the fall and meet us when we're up there in the fall. Laura's
Yay.
going to fly out and stay. So
Oh,
she'll be there when we're there in the
yay.
fall.
So
So
fun.
yeah, I'm excited.
So that's our plans for next week. So we'll be hitting the road, and we'll be home that following Sunday. You know, we'll just be there Wednesday to Sunday. But in the meantime, we'll make a video there, and then we'll have our regularly scheduled after that.
Yep.
Yep. So I think that wraps it up.
I think so.
All right. So until we meet again, we wish you
Many happy stitches, friends.
Bye,
See you soon.
friends.